Hi, everybody. We are back and talking about 10 frames, quick look 10 frames today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flash a 10 frame on the screen, and it's going to have some counters in it. And I want you to see if you can shout really fast how many counters are in the 10 frame. And then I'm going to ask you to think about how you knew that. And then we're going to talk about it. So I am going to share the screen like we do for our reading groups. And whoa, but I didn't want you to see that one yet. Ah! So you probably already know. So I'm going to show that one again for just a few seconds. A really short few seconds. Flip it back over. Maybe I should just do it to that. Ooh, yeah, Google screen. That's what I'll flip it to. So if you know how many counters, I don't think everyone shouted at the screen. And where should I put myself? Is that good? So how many were on the screen? And then I want you to think, how did you know that? What did your eyes and your brain actually see? Did you see 3 dots straight in a row? Did you see 2 dots and then one over here, kind of like an L shaped? Were the dots at the top? Were the dots at the bottom? Or did you see 7 empty spaces? Let's look again. Here's what it was. So when I ask you to think about it, that's what I want you to see. What was your brain seeing? Were they seeing the empty spaces or the black dots? Okay, I'm going to flip a new card. Ready, set, go. And that one was an easy one. How many was it? So did you see empty ones or black dots? I want you to think. Probably some of you saw the empty. You saw one row was empty. And if one row is empty with 5, then you know that would have to mean that one row is full of 5, right? Here we go. Ready for the next one? How many was on there? Think, what did your brain see? Did you see the dots? Did you see the empty boxes? What did you see? So the answer was 6, but were they top and bottom? All at the bottom, all at the top? My brain saw 3 dots and 3 dots. And I know 3 plus 3 is 6. Maybe you saw 4 empty boxes at the top. And since you've been learning that 4 plus 6 is 10, and you saw the 4 empty ones, maybe you just knew that there had to be 6 dots. Ready for your next one? How did your brain see that one? There was a lot of dots if you were trying to count. I did not give you enough time because we're getting to the point where I don't want you to actually count them. I want your brain to be seeing them and just know how many there is. So for me, there was less empty spaces. So I saw that there was 2 empty spaces. So if I have a 10 frame and 2 of the spaces were empty, that means how many were full? That many. Means 8 of them had to be full. And I know that the 2 that were empty were up here. Let's double check. Maybe though, maybe you saw that there were a whole row of 5 and you said, oh, I saw 3 more. 5 plus 3 is 8. Maybe that is a way that you saw it, right? That could be a different way. Maybe you saw, let me show you this. Maybe since we saw a few minutes ago, a group of 6 looks like this. Maybe you saw 6 and then you were like, oh, here's 2 more. 6 plus 2 is 8. And maybe you knew that was 8. Ready for the last one? I have one more for us. Whoa, I showed that to you too fast. Ah, get it off. How many was that? Did you get it right? Did you say 8? Now what is 8? But it was different than the other 8. There was a group of 6 at the bottom, I think. And I think there was 2 at the top and 2 empty ones in the middle. And I know 6 plus 2 more is 8. Or if you have a 10 frame, and like I said before, any 2. If there are any 2 that are empty, no matter where those 2 are, it would be 8. Let's double check. That's what my brain saw. Yep. Any 2 that are empty in the 10 frame gives us 8. But like I said, maybe you saw a group of 6 and 2 more. 6 plus 2 is 8. So that is what we are working on when we are training our brains to see groups of objects or dots or counters. We're training our brains so that we just see it really quick. So when we see the dice and you're playing roll and record or roll a sight word, you roll your dice and you see whatever's on that dice and you don't have to start counting all the dots. You should be getting quicker and quicker at it. All right, that's it for this game for today.